And I entitled this one, How I Can Be in Love with 2020, which is this year, because it's been a crazy year, right? Sorry, there's bugs flying everywhere. Distractions. And, just upon reflection, I'm in a marketing mastery class, and just kind of going through and just like really digging in to just get really specific with myself. And, I was actually talking with one of my clients. This year has been the most challenging year probably for all of us and in all of our lives. I mean, I've had some fun years. This one's definitely been very challenging. And I just gotta say, this has been the best year of my life. And what the part that I really want to share with you is, even with COVID, with the pandemic, with basically our lives coming to a halt, and even into all these storms. I mean, Gulf Coast region, hello, we have, how many storms have we had? Like 3, 4? 2 of them didn't want to stay 6 feet apart. In all of that, you know what? This is what this year has really done for me. Number one, it caused me to stop, Court, I need you to check in with yourself. But I think one of the most powerful things about this year, and it really is all about perspective. We talk about perspectives a lot, but one of the most powerful things about 2020, which is why I can say how I love 2020, is it's forced me in a space in which, and it's forced you guys into a space, number one, where we had to slow down and stop and really take some assessment with ourselves. Like, we couldn't be caught up in the distractions of our lives and not have time to self-reflect what's going on with us. And honestly, especially with this last storm, Hurricane Delta, I think one of the most powerful things about 2020 is, it showed me, it gave me great feedback. It showed me where I was rigid in my life. It showed me where I was rigid with my schedule. It showed me where I was rigid in my mindset and my thinking about things, because you know what 2020 did? It took all the rigidity and all these, gotta have it like this and like this. And I really didn't even think that I was that kind of person. Apparently it was a blind spot for me as to some of the rigidity that I created in my life. And it took it and it put it in a meat grinder. I mean, I had plans for what this week was going to look like. And you know what? Last week with the storm, totally had to rework it. If anything, 2020 has taught every single one of us how to shift, how to change, how to adjust on the fly, because you never know what's coming at you. I'm not saying that you had to scrap the plan of 2020, because, we can plan all we want, but God directs the path, right? But what it really did, and I'm going to land the plane on this. Rather than looking at 2020 as the shittiest year of your life, because, it's been very challenging. Lots of challenges. And it's in the challenge that we really grow. It's just like working out or training. If you just keep doing a 10-pound dumbbell, you're never going to get stronger. You got to move up to grow the muscles. And that's what 2020 has been, the 1 rep max of our lives. And all those CrossFitters and people who train can totally understand what I'm saying in that. So 2020 is a moment where where we, you, me, we get to reflect, okay, where have I been rigid in my life? And where do I get to flex? Because the people who are successful in 2020 and really take it to the next level are the ones that are able to see where we're rigid at and where we get to start flexing in our lives. Because that's all 2020 has been about, is learning how to flex. Rather than looking at, well, I'm ready for 2020 to be over with. No. I get to keep learning how to adjust and adjust and adjust and be a problem solver. That's what the world needs. The world needs problem solvers. That's what 2020 has been. It's been a challenge for us to problem solve life, problem solve what's going on in our country, problem solve, like constantly shifting and adjusting and finding solutions. I mean, if anything, it's opened our brains up to look at things that we maybe never would have even thought about. I mean, talk about creative thinking. A person today, everybody's calling me all of a sudden. That's what I wanted to share, and take some time, get out a pen and paper. How has 2020 challenged you? And really take a look of reflection of where have you been rigid that has basically caused you to grow because it caused you to flex. Where are you seeing problems that you get to bring solutions to because of the challenges of 2020? So it's all about perspective in the way that we see things. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope whether you're watching it live, hey guys, or if you're watching this on recording, that's what 2020 has been for me. And I'm sure 2020 has been some fun stuff for you too. I just wanted to share that. Love you guys. Y'all have a great day.